It is senior night on the last home game for the EKU men's basketball team as they will play Southeast Missouri on Thursday, then go to Moorhead to finish the season. And a big win to stop a 7-game Tennessee State losing streak on Saturday after playing well on Thursday down in Nashville against Belmont. Your team's playing well right now.
Yeah, I was really proud of them. You know, we're down to 6-7 guys, and they're resilient. Played really well against Belmont, took their best shot, and then to bounce back and beat, you know, probably the hottest team in the league on their home floor, wire to wire, was impressive. I was really proud of my guys.
We talk about these injuries that now, if you count up games with injuries and illnesses, well over 50 missed games. And it all kind of went south on you in that category and reared its ugly head the worst against the team you'll play on Thursday when you played and won against Southeast Missouri down in Cape Girardeau.
We were playing our best basketball. You know, we win at UT Martin, bounce back and win at SEMO, even with Hobbs and Weaver going down in that game, and then we lose Jackson Davis, and all the momentum that we had kind of halted. But these guys are resilient. That's why I'm proud. I mean, we went through a tough losing streak, a lot of close losses along the way, and they never hung their heads. They never stopped working. They never stopped you know, competing. So it's a testament to them. It's a testament to the culture that we have. And, you know, we are playing good basketball even with a shortened bench right now, and I'm proud of these guys.
Nick Mayo has been averaging 23 points a game over the last 7, and he just continues to climb up the scoring ladder past Corey Walden, who was such a tremendous player a couple of years ago. He's now number 8. He's had the shot block record. He's moving into here with one more rebound, the top 20. I mean, Nick Mayo has been just a rock for you.
Yeah, he's our Iron Man. What can you say? He never misses a practice, never takes a day off. He works every single day, and it's not easy for him. I mean, he gets double and triple teamed every game, and he's just finding different ways to score. And, you know, having a good supporting cast around him has really helped over the past couple weeks.
We did earlier on Inside EKU Sports, we talked with Nick about that summer trip where a bunch of the guys went back to his home state of Maine with him. And he told me that that's the key, that everybody gets along. And I know a couple of those guys that are his good friends you're going to honor on senior day. I want to talk about them. First of all, senior Zach Charles playing really good down the stretch.
He really is. You know, to echo Nick's sentiment, we have tremendous kids, and they all really are a close group of guys. But when you see seniors like Zach and Dylan playing really well right now, it makes you proud as a coach. So Zach, you know, he's really shooting the ball well from the outside, still has his intangibles. I thought he changed the game the other day with his rebounding. We're sure going to miss Zach. He's meant a lot to me in these 2 years.
Dylan Abar gets his undergraduate degree in 3 years at the University of Louisville, comes here, and he's been a tremendous asset to this program as well.
I mean, as good as a young man as you're ever going to meet. 4.0 student, you know, never got anything lower than an A. He embodies what a student athlete's all about. And he can really shoot the basketball. I mean, he's really meant a lot to us, and he's been a joy to coach, and we're surely going to miss him very deeply.
Southeast Missouri will be a big challenge, and your team knows to have a shot at this tournament, first of all, you've got to take care of your own business, and that's win the last 2.
Yeah, that's what I told him. We can only control what we can control, and that's going out there and beating a very hot SEMO team who's won 4 in a row, who's looking for revenge after we beat them. So we're going to go out. We're playing good basketball right now. We understand the keys to victory. We're going to take it one at a time and hopefully be on the right side of this.
All right, good luck in the 2 this week, Dan. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Dan McHale, here is what EKU will face. They will tip off against Southeast Missouri at home on senior night at 8 o'clock on Thursday, and then go to Moorhead State for a 2 o'clock tip-off on Saturday. We have the coverage at 100.7 FM. You can use your TuneIn app on your phone to get us as well, and also the video and audio links at EKUsports.com. When we come back, we'll check in with the head track and field coach as the men and women head to Illinois for the OBC Indoors.
At EKU, you'll learn to take a broader view of your world. But we also understand it's the details that shape the big picture. So go ahead, play with fire, think on your feet, or touch the sky. Here, you'll be a part of something new, something big, something beautiful. Be a colonel. Your time is now.
Sometimes you gotta close your eyes and breathe. Find a way to float away on an ocean breeze, where the sand is a dance floor beneath your feet. Let go and unwind on Myrtle Beach time.
The Ohio Valley Conference Indoor Track and Field Championships are Friday and Saturday in Charleston, Illinois at Eastern Illinois University, and Rick Erdmann, the head coach of both the men and women, joins us. This is one where I know as you guys go into the competition, it's a way potentially for runners or field athletes to qualify for NCAA as well. Is that one of the goals, of the many goals you have up there?
No, basically our goal is just to try and score as many points as we possibly can. We're not concerned about time. It's just more or less being competitive with the other schools in the conference in the events we enter.
You know that you don't have a team that fields in all the different disciplines, so it's more of individual type of races where you focus, correct?
Right, the individual races, and so there's some relays and that kind of thing, but due to our situation with our limitations on training and in the winter, you know, we're limited in what events we can enter and participate in, but we've done, you know, through the years, I want to say maybe we've won maybe, I don't know, 17 conference championships in indoor track, but we've had, you know, some different kids, football players came out and that kind of thing, and it's a different time period now, but we'll just focus more on the individual competition and being as competitive as we can possibly be, because as I said, there's a lot of areas that we won't score points and give away a lot of points.
Eastern Kentucky well known for its distance runners, and on the women's side, Charlotte Emmer has been tremendous. #1 in both the 5,000 and 3,000 meters. Haley Yost, #2 right now, and the defending champion in the miles. So you've got some really high quality runners going in those disciplines.
Yeah, they're very, you know, very dedicated young ladies, and train very hard, and we're hoping that, you know, that's an area that we can score some points in. We also have Arian Botts, who's a local girl, and Liz Marcinek, and she's doing very well in the jumps, and, you know, we're hoping that they can score as well, and we have some hurdlers and sprinters that we can hopefully get some points out of.
On the men's side, Joshua Reed, we had him on the show earlier this year. He'll be in the heptathlon. He told me he's better outside with more events in the decathlon, but high quality athlete that will score some points for you.
Yeah, he's very capable of scoring points, you know, in the also in the high jump and some of those events that he participates in. But he's a well-rounded athlete who has to trains and has a tough attitude. We
talked about the good distance runners on the women's side. Jaime Romo has done a good job for you on the men's side as well.
Yeah, he's been our #1, has one of the top times, but we have some other guys that are very capable of participating and being very competitive. I'll be honest with you, though, I hate to go to Eastern Illinois. I've been there too many times.
Yeah. They have that indoor facility. It's usually them or TSU that hosts the indoors. Yeah. Once the indoors are over, then you focus on the outdoor part of the season. Is it a completely different discipline when you go outside?
Well, yeah, you have the 10,000 meters for some of the distance runners like to move up, and then the steeplechase is an event that we've been competitive in through the years, and we'll have some of the middle distance people who go into that event, but they still, in my theory, you know, to be the best you can be, you have to try and get some personal best in the different areas. You can't just focus on one particular race, and sometimes athletes have a tendency to do that. But I think you know, if I'm a middle distance runner, I run the mile, the 5K, and even, you know, the 3K, that kind of thing, 800.
Yeah, Rick, good luck to all your athletes up in Charleston, Illinois on Friday and Saturday.
Thank you very much. We certainly appreciate it.
All right, that is Rick Erdmann, the head track and field coach here at Eastern Kentucky. The OVC Indoors this weekend coming up. And we'll continue on the theme of spring sports when we come back here on Inside EKU Sports.
Every day is a concept that few people can commit to. Every day requires a level of dedication that forces you to test your limits.
Every day I'll give back to the community because I draw strength from their support. Every day the sounds of your cheers will echo through my mind. Knowing that you have my back means I can always look forward.
Every day I'll be too tired to sweat and my bones will ache. Every day will provide me with the slight edge that I need to succeed. Champions are built every day.
hit high and deep.
Back of the end zone. Brown got it.
Moore drives inside, put it up.
This one swung and missed it.
Now Smith again, block point Tech.
Nice turnaround by Johnson.
Near post.
Kicked in.
Anyplace, anytime. Find it here. The OVC Digital Network.
EKU softball is off to a 5-3 start, getting a sweep in their last 2 games down in Charleston, South Carolina. And senior outfielder Paige Murphy is with us. You hit the first home run of the season. It was a big one. It was a game winner, 6th inning against North Carolina Central. 3-run bomb to center field. I bet that one felt good.
Oh yeah, we were like tied 0-0, going back and forth, and we weren't really, cracking at their pitcher that well, and got up there and, we like met over at third base, and coach was like, "You want to hit?" And I'm like, yeah, it just came right in my mouth. I was like, I want to hit the ball. And so as soon as it came off the bat, I was like, that was a good one for sure.
And then you guys blew out Valparaiso the next game, 16-3, and 3 of your teammates hit long balls in that one.
Yeah, that was super exciting. Emily Corbett, that was her first collegiate. Destiny, that was her first collegiate. And then Hannah hit the other one, and Hannah hits bombs all the time. But for the other 2, that was pretty exciting for them to hit their first, one with us. So.
And this year, some depth in pitching. 1 returner and 2 freshmen, and Tori Peterson, one of the freshmen from British Columbia, off to a 3-1 start. So nice pitching depth.
Yes, Sammy, Carly, and Tori, they complement Molly, which is the one with the most experience. They complement her very well. They have very good composure. And you honestly couldn't even tell that they're freshmen out there. They just go out there and have fun and throw hard, and they play with a lot of energy, which is awesome.
The one thing that softball's a little different than other sports, you play these round-robin events on weekends to begin a season. And so you'll have your first 18 games away from Richmond, but you get a lot of softball in. Do you like that? Does it kind of get you ready for what's coming in conference season?
It's definitely a lot, but I see it, it's a challenge, but it's also fun. It's a fun challenge. We travel, and a month goes by, and you don't even realize that you've been on the road that long, and then we finally get to come home, and it's like, well, now we're playing at home, but, we've been playing since February. It's a challenge, but we enjoy it, and we get some games under our belt, and we get to play some very good non-conference opponents, which is good.
You have that first game on March 9th at home, and I know with the new facility, it's got to be exciting.
Oh, definitely. All the new girls are so excited, and even us older ones, we're just ready to show our home fans and everyone what we've been working so hard to display, which is awesome.
Going to get your degree in sport management in May. What's the goal after college for you?
Oh, the goal is to go to graduate school, get a coaching spot, a GA-ship, and continue coaching. I absolutely love it, and I just want to keep building from player to coach and go from there.
All right, good luck to you and the rest of the team, Paige.
Thanks, sir.
All right, Paige Murphy with us, an outfielder on the EKU softball team. One of those round robins coming this weekend as it begins Friday with the Black and Orange Challenge, and EKU will be playing 5 games over those days, including against Radford, Drexel, Akron, and 2 against the host school, Mercer. When we come back, we'll stay with that spring sports theme, and we'll talk women's tennis.
We are more than just athletes. We inspire scholars. We inspire leaders. We inspire champions. We inspire family. This is the Ohio Valley Conference.
Let's talk women's tennis now, and Laura Argente joins us. She's from Spain on the EKU women's tennis team, and it's quite a multicultural team. I counted it up. There's players from 8 different countries, the United States, several in Europe, and in other continents as well. That's got to be a neat experience for all of you.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good because when I came here, it's a cultural shock because, I mean, we have one girl from Asia, Russian people, so, I mean, it's just, we are so different, but then when we are playing, we get along really good to each other. So
you've played with a partner, 2 different partners in doubles. Meanwhile, in singles, you've won 6 matches in a row, so you're really playing well right now.
Yeah, I'm playing right now with Vika, and I mean, I love playing with her. She's really cool, and I don't know, I feel we work really good together on the court.
How would you describe your game? Because there's some players that, you know, they win off their serve. Others, you know, they want to extend points. What's your strategy? What's your goal? How do you play?
I mean, my strategy is just playing each point at a time. And I feel I play pretty offensive. I'm just waiting for the moment to attack.
You're a marketing major at EKU. First of all, how did you, I know you said your brother played college tennis as well, so there had already been somewhat of a connection to playing college athletics in America with your family, correct?
Yeah, I mean, college tennis is very different than just regular tournaments because here you're playing for a team. And normally tennis is individual sport, so, but I love being here and playing sports with my team because you have 8 girls cheering for you, and your win is about for the team. So it motivates you more.
Exactly, and you guys have played some really good teams. You've played Xavier, Cincinnati, Indiana, and then this weekend, on the same day, you go to Louisville, play U of L, and then that evening you play the University of Kentucky. That's going to be one long day.
I know, it's going to be a tough one, but I think we can do good.
That's on Friday. So you get a marketing degree. You told me before we were on camera you wanted to go get your master's somewhere, so still looking around for that. What's in your future, Laura?
I'm interested in neuromarketing, so I'm applying to some schools in Madrid or other countries in Europe to see where I go. I don't really know yet.
I told you my wife and I had a chance to take about a week vacation to Spain, rented a car and went to the south, and I know you're on the East Coast, but the one thing that caught me, and I know it's part of your culture, there were olive trees everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, we cook with olive oil. When I came here, I saw that American people cook with butter, so it was just different, but yeah, I mean.
Thumbs up to the olive oil. I mean, it really makes food good. Have you cooked for any of your teammates, any specialty? If you're going to make them a post-match dinner, what would you make them?
A Spanish omelet.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Good luck the rest of the season to you and your teammates. Off to a winning record so far. Keep that winning match streak going.
Thank you.
Okay, Laura Argente is with us of the women's tennis team, and that does it for yet another edition of Inside EKU Sports. You can follow EKU Athletics wherever you are by going to our social media pages. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We'll see you back here again next week, and as always, go Big E.